Hey there, future literary legends. Ever feel like essays are these giant, scary monsters you have to battle? Don't worry, we've all been there. Here's the secret: writing essays is like wielding a superpower. Seriously, with the right tools and a little practice, you can craft killer essays that impress your teachers and blow minds. Ready to unlock your inner wordsmith? Let's do this! First up, let's talk about literary terminology. These are the building blocks of literary analysis, the tools that will help you unlock the deeper meanings behind the texts you read. Now, I know what you're thinking. Jargon. It can seem overwhelming at first, but don't worry. Once you get the hang of it, these terms will become second nature. But trust me, these terms are your secret weapons for analyzing literature like a pro. They are the keys to unlocking the hidden layers of meaning in any text. They help you understand the subtle nuances of language and impress your teachers with your insightful observations. Imagine being able to discuss a novel or a poem with confidence, pointing out the intricate details that others might miss. For example, take the term metaphor. This is one of the most powerful tools in a writer's arsenal. It's when you compare two unlike things to highlight their similarities. This can create vivid imagery and convey complex ideas in a simple way. Think Shakespeare's famous line, "All the world's a stage." This is a classic example of a metaphor. See, he's not talking about a literal stage, but using it as a metaphor for life itself. Pretty cool, right? This simple comparison opens up a whole new way of thinking about the world. Another important term is tone. This is crucial for understanding the emotional undercurrents of a text. This refers to the author's attitude towards the subject matter. It's the emotional coloring of the text, the mood that the author wants to convey. Is it serious, playful, sarcastic? The tone can change the entire meaning of a passage, so it's important to pay attention to it. Identifying the tone helps you understand the author's message and analyze their writing effectively. By recognizing the tone, you can better appreciate the nuances of the text and engage with it on a deeper level. So next time you read a piece of literature, remember to look out for these key terms. They are your secret weapons for becoming a literary analysis pro. Now, let's talk about clarity. When writing essays, it's super important to express your ideas clearly and concisely. Remember, your goal is to communicate your thoughts effectively. One way to improve clarity is to avoid contractions. Instead of writing "don't," write "do not." Instead of "can't," write "cannot." It may seem like a small thing, but using formal language makes your writing sound more polished and professional. Just like a house needs a strong foundation, a good essay needs a solid structure. Without it, your arguments will crumble faster than a cookie in a hurricane. The classic essay structure consists of three main parts: the introduction, body paragraphs, and conclusion. Think of it like a delicious hamburger. The introduction is your top bun, setting the stage and grabbing your reader's attention. The introduction is crucial because it provides the first impression. It should include a hook to captivate your audience, some background information to set the context, and a clear thesis statement that outlines the main points of your essay. The body paragraphs are the juicy patty, filled with evidence and analysis to support your arguments. Each paragraph should focus on a single point, starting with a topic sentence that introduces the main idea. Follow this with evidence, such as quotes, statistics, or examples, and then analyze how this evidence supports your thesis. Make sure to transition smoothly between paragraphs to maintain the flow of your essay. And finally, the conclusion is the bottom bun, tying everything together and leaving your reader satisfied. The conclusion should restate your thesis in a new light, summarize the main points you've made, and offer some final thoughts or implications. It's your last chance to make an impact, so make it count. A well-structured essay not only makes your arguments clear and compelling, but also keeps your reader engaged from start to finish. So take the time to build a strong foundation, and your essay will stand tall and strong. Introduction. Setting the stage. Your introduction is your first impression, so make it count. It should start with a hook that grabs the reader's attention, like a surprising fact, a thought-provoking question, or a relevant anecdote. Next, provide some background information on the topic and state your thesis statement. This is your main argument, the central idea you'll be exploring throughout your essay. Make sure it's clear, concise, and debatable. Body paragraphs, building your argument. This is where the heart of your essay lies. Each body paragraph should focus on one specific aspect of your argument. Think of each paragraph as a building block that contributes to the overall structure of your essay. Start with a topic sentence that introduces the main point of the paragraph. This sentence acts as a mini thesis for the paragraph, guiding the reader on what to expect. Then provide evidence from the text or your research to support your claim. This evidence can be in the form of quotes, statistics, or findings from credible sources. Don't just state the evidence, analyze it. Dive deep into the significance of the evidence. What does it mean? Why is it important? Explain how it supports your argument and what it reveals about the topic. Make connections between your evidence and your main argument to show a clear line of reasoning. Think of it like building a case in a courtroom. You need strong evidence and persuasive arguments to convince the jury, or in this case, your teacher. Just as a lawyer meticulously presents evidence to support their case, you must do the same in your essay. Each piece of evidence should be carefully selected and thoroughly explained to strengthen your argument. Finally, always revise your paragraphs to ensure clarity and coherence. Make sure each paragraph transitions smoothly to the next, maintaining a logical flow throughout your essay. Peer reviews and feedback from teachers can be invaluable in refining your argument and ensuring that your essay is as persuasive and well-structured as possible. Conclusion: leaving a lasting impression. Your conclusion is your last chance to wow your reader, so make it memorable. Summarize your main points and restate your thesis statement in a new and insightful way. But whatever you do, don't introduce new ideas. That's like adding a surprise ingredient to a cake after it's already baked. Just stick to summarizing what you've already discussed. Finally, end your conclusion with a call to action, a thought-provoking question, or a memorable statement that leaves a lasting impression on your reader. Quotations are like sprinkles on a cupcake. They add flavor and visual appeal to your writing. But just like you wouldn't want to overload your cupcake with sprinkles, you don't want to overuse quotations in your essay. When used effectively, quotations can strengthen your argument by providing evidence from credible sources. They can also add variety and interest to your writing. Remember to introduce your quotations, explain their significance, and use proper citation to avoid plagiarism. Imagine reading a single page ripped out of a book. You might understand the words, but you'd miss out on the full story, right? The same goes for analyzing literature. Context is crucial for understanding the deeper meaning of a text. Consider the historical, social, and cultural factors that may have influenced the author's writing. Who is the intended audience? What message is the author trying to convey? By considering these factors, you can unlock a deeper understanding of the text and develop more insightful interpretations. So, how do you combine all these elements to write an A+ essay? It's like baking a cake. You need the right ingredients and the right recipe. Start by choosing a topic that interests you. Then, brainstorm ideas and create an outline to structure your thoughts. Use literary terminology to analyze the text and support your arguments with evidence and quotations. Write clearly and concisely, avoiding contractions and using formal language. And finally, revise and edit your work carefully to catch any errors. Remember, writing essays is a skill that takes practice. Don't be afraid to experiment, make mistakes, and learn from your experiences. The more you write, the better you'll become. So go forth and unleash your inner essay master. With passion, practice, and a dash of literary magic, you can conquer any essay that comes your way.